This is how you're meant to arrange your measurement chart. Once you get to the trouser aspect, you notice that there are some that is repeated. So just pick the new ones that you've not measured and record it there. You can transfer it later into it, the ones that you've measured. Okay, the background noise was too much, so just pardon me. I just had to filter it and my explanation will be a little bit less. So after tying your piece of elastic tape around the slimmest part of your client, what you're meant to do is then your first measurement is your shoulder to waist measurement. So but make sure that your model is standing erect, not too relaxed and not chesting out, just in the natural position when they came in. All right, let's start. So what I'm doing right there is measuring the shoulder to the waist, and this measurement stops at the bottom part of the elastic tape. Now when taking this first measurement, you have to make sure that your tape measure creates a marking on the neck of the client. If your client is putting on a cloth and it's not visible or it's not possible, you just use a chalk to create a marking. It's very, very important, so that when taking the back shoulder to waist measurement, you have to start at the exact spot where you started the front part. Okay, the next measurement I took is my front nape to waist measurement, which is this collarbone at the neck region. So just try to locate it just below the neck point. So you take it down to the bottom part of the elastic tape. Please do not tighten or stretch your tape. Just let it fall loosely, but not too loose, just fit enough. So once you're done with the front, you go to the back. You take the back nape to waist measurement, and which is located at the backbone or at the neck. Now some person's neck will have two backbones, so the upper one is the one you have to go with. So once I'm done with that, the next measurement I am to take should be the side length. So you have to place the ruler underneath, directly underneath the armpit. Let the arm hold it in place. Then from the top edge of the ruler, you place your tape measure and measure down to the bottom part of your elastic tape. This will help us to locate our arm curve. It's a very accurate technique that I developed. So the next one is the chest width measurement. So from one arm fold to the other arm fold, which is called arm grace to the other arm grace. So mind you are not meant to take it underneath the right place it. So it's been done again. Yes, this upper part, the chest region, don't lower it. Don't do it this way. No, this way is cancelled. Don't take it underneath the armpit. No, this is how you should do it. The top part of this fold on the clothes. So once you're done with the front, you also take it to the back. You measure the back width. The same thing is done for the back width. The arm grace, the sleeve, you see those fold marks. So the top part of it, you take it to the other side where the clothes are folding. That is your arm grace. Don't measure it like this. So our next measurement should be our shoulder point width. Now the shoulder point width is where the arm join the shoulder line. So this is how you can locate it for some clients. Others is kind of difficult, but just know that is the joint or the tip of the shoulder line. So you take your tape measure from one shoulder tip point to the next shoulder tip point. So this will be your shoulder point width. So it's the tape went over the neckline. So the next measurement to take is your shoulder width measurement. From the shoulder neck point, that is where the shoulder line meets with the neck. You're not meant to climb it like so. Instead, you just lower it down. Don't climb the neck when taking this particular point of measurement. So you measure it down to the shoulder point, the shoulder tip point. So that's how you take your shoulder width measurement. She's tired. I measured that this thing during her fasting, so just pardon her. So the next one to take is your bust span. So you have to first of all observe your client and observe where is the highest point in your client's body. And after observing it, that is where you have to take the bust span measurement. From one highest point of the bust to the other highest point of the bust. Other designers call it nipple to nipple measurement. So once you are done with that, you measure your bust height. Mind you, this is how you take it from the bust point to the bottom part of the elastic. So after that, you measure your under bust height from the under bust to the bottom part of your elastic. Now when you're measuring this part, avoid climbing the bust, just directly below the bust. Do not climb the bust. So next, your waist circumference. This is a very common part to measure, but mind you, don't make it loose. All your ease allowance will be added during pattern drafting and further adaptation. So you are meant to just make it a bit fitted, not too tight, but fit enough. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm saying many things which I have to exclude because of the background noise. So now we have the low waist circumference area, which is the abdomen. That part is more like our tummy, so sometimes it's bigger, and I included this measurement because this is my general measurement. So this low waist circumference is taken especially when some clients like their waistline to sit on this low waist region. So I just take all the measurement all at once. So if you really want, if you're a good gauger, it is located 6 cm below the natural waist point. So, or you can just locate it around the fullest part of the tummy region. It's also called an abdominal circumference measurement. So this next one is very tricky and it's very effective. It works all the time. So your waist to hip measurement, stand at the side just like I am doing. You stand at the side, you place your tape underneath, your tape measure should be placed underneath the elastic tape. Then you stand at the side. If you notice, I am trying to gauge where it would be the highest point of the buttock. So once you've gotten the highest point of the buttock, you stand at the side, you look through the side and see exactly where the tape measure stops touching the butt. That shows that that is the highest point, and that is your hip region, where the tape stops touching the butt. So once you are done with that, I went down to measure my waist to knee measurement. The waist to knee, the back is very accurate to use because of the grease, the food around that place. So I don't have to guess and locate it, so it's more accurate. So next, my waist to ankle measurement. Waist to ankle. Now this ankle measurement from the bottom part of the elastic. All the measurement taken at the down part is from the bottom part of the elastic. Now, pardon our clothes. So your measurement is meant to stop at the bottom parts of the ankle bone, not on the ankle, the down parts or below the ankle bone. So once I'm done, I immediately measure the waist to floor. So if your client is putting on big shoes, you measure it at the top of the shoe, not to the floor, unless she wants her gown to be flowy that way. So the next one is your hip circumference. So I'm moving it down. I'm not adding ease, I'm just moving it down because some clients have a fuller hip at the down parts, the thigh region, while some clients have buttocks. So you have to differentiate that too. So when you measure the first one, you move your tape measure down a little bit to see if it passes through the thigh hips. So our next measurement is the bust circumference. This is also a common measurement, so I hope you know how to do it accurately. Do not hold it too tight that it presses the breast in. Just a bit loose and not too loose, just fit enough. Ease allowance is not added to your measurement. Your ease allowance is added when drafting or adaptation is being done. So what I want to measure now is the shoulder round. I just included this measurement because, like I said, this is a general measurement. Sometimes my clients are not available and I have clothes to make and I have the general measurement already. I don't have to guess. So that is why all these are being done. And it's very nice. Just measure around the client. Okay, she was already tired, so she had to sit down and we have a new client. So something like this can also happen with one particular client. If you notice it and you tie the elastic back again, you have to gauge the exact point in which you tie your elastic. So you measure your shoulder to waist to see if it's having the same measurement as the first one you used before, just to balance it up before further measurement. So since I switch clients, so I'm trying to gauge it, also using the process to tissue. For instance, maybe you measure something and you forgot one step and you need to retie the elastic tape again. So when you tie it again, you just measure it to see if it falls exactly to the measurement length that you want. So once you have gotten that, you go to the next measurement. So the measurement I'm taking here is trouser. Thank God. Just putting on trousers is very, very important. Your client puts on something you can measure it when measuring trouser. So a white tops tool will be better. So just watch how your client is meant to sit down. She's going to sit down upright, chest up, chest out. Yes, her hands on her thigh. Very, very important. Then your tape measure is placed at the bottom part of the elastic to the top of your stool. Now this crush height measurement is also called body rise measurement. So if you are one of those listeners that like to read books, so body rise measurement is also the same thing as your crush height measurement. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to take an instep measurement. Now this instep measurement is very, very important for those that would like to make a tapered and trousers, but for it to have that freedom of movement, rather not freedom of movement, more like for you to be able to pass your leg through it so that it won't be too tight and too loose, but just okay. So this measurement is taken over the heel to the top part. So this one I took now is called the ankle measurement. This one is taken over the ankle bone. Then the knee circumference, this one is taken over the knee bone. So I ask my client to stand to see. Notice that when she's standing, it's a bit loose. So I just tighten my hand a little bit. Then the thigh circumference. Like I said again, all these measurements, they are supposed to be taken all at once. As a designer, you are meant to have two measuring books. You have a general measurement book and you have an extra measurement book, whereby this your clients that becomes a customer keeps bringing you clothes with new different styles. You continue to measure them and add extra thing to your extra measurement book. So now I want to take the sleeve measurement and to place the elastic tight, just as you see me tying it. It has to be touching the armpits. Then you slant it horizontally. So now to measure my biceps height, bicep length. So I'm trying to locate the shoulder tip point. So you can use the fold of our garments to locate the point. So after locating it, now I'm to take my tape measure the bicep length. It stops at the top part of the elastic tape. The top part of the elastic tape is not like the waist. If you notice, they all have their stopping points. You just need to understand why each of them stop at that point. Then to the elbow, everything is to be taken all at once. Either you have someone record it down for you, or you cram those figures. Then to the bottom part of the wrist bone. Now don't fold it too high. That is not how you should do it. Just a little bit slant, just the way I had this position. And to the wrist. Then now the circumference. We're almost done. So the circumference, the elbow circumference, the wrist circumference, then the cuff circumference. This cuff circumference is very important. You use it whenever you are drafting a sleeve that does not stretch, so that your hand can go through it. And your hand is supposed to be tighter than that. I just don't want to disturb her. You make it more tighter when measuring the cuff next time. All right, thank you.